European Union launching an investigation into Apple, Alphabet, and Meta under the new Digital Markets Act tech legislation. Other mega-cap technology companies could be next, and joining us right now is Gene Munster. He's Deepwater Asset Management managing partner. Gene, we've had about 24 hours or so to really think through what this is going to mean. Where are you thinking the longer-term implications, or what do you think the longer-term implications are?
Becky, the headline, just to jump right to it, is that I think that this is ultimately noise, very similar to what's going on with the Department of Justice in the U.S. They all have similar storylines, but it is effectively noise. And I want to just quickly step back and frame in what's going on here. When it comes to the European Union, this Digital Markets Act, their goal is to try to level the playing field in their view. When it comes to Meta, this is related to data, and it is specifically that their subscription business doesn't provide enough of a free offering for consumers who don't want to share their data. When it comes to Google,
let's just stop on that for a second. We don't provide free uses for customers who aren't sharing their data. I mean, it's an admission that sharing your data is the price of it. It's price of admission, I guess, for getting into some of these things. But
it's a head scratcher to me, and ultimately these are businesses. They do need to make money, but I'm just simply framing in what the issue with the European Union is here. I can understand Meta's response is going to be just that, is that we have to have a business, either take the free product and sell the data or pay for it. In the case of Apple and Google, it's about choice, and specifically related to the App Store and users having to be able to choose presumably cheaper options of apps off platform where they don't have to pay Apple the take rate. So that's the kind of the framework here. And I led with my belief that this is all noise, but there is going to be a lot of noise around this. And just look at the intensity level that the EU has approached this at, and specifically is that they had to submit, the big three, those companies had to submit, Google, Meta, and Apple, had to submit their resolutions to DMA in the middle of March. It went into effect March 1st, but they really had to have it middle of March. A week after that, 2 weeks after that, they've already come out, the EU has come out and said they're non-compliant. It's going to take a year for the EU to actually cross their T's and dot their I's related to what this non-compliance is. They've said that. But I think it really speaks to this, we're just going to continue to hear a lot about regulation. I have a strong belief that it really doesn't matter. What ultimately matters is consumers love their products, and when they love their products, they will still continue to use all three of these companies in the future.
Yes, but if the fines, I mean, there's a massive amount of fines that can be levied on these companies.
Good point.
What is it, 10% of their global revenue if the regulators choose to do that? So even if consumers love it and continue to use it, regulators could have a massive impact on the profitability of these companies. Do you change your rating or change your stock price targets on any of them as a result?
So we continue to own Google, Meta, and our flagship Titan Fund. We continue to believe that this is ultimately noise. And even with, let's just put those fines into perspective. Of course, these companies make a lot of money. Apple makes about $100 billion a year. The fine for Apple, if you do the headline number, it's just under $40 billion, a big number. Google is the most fined company by the EU. The biggest fine was about $4.5 billion in 2018. And so we're talking about fines in just orders of magnitude higher than what the EU has fined in the past. But even so, I think that, and by the way, those fines there's an accelerator to them where they can charge up to 20% of revenue. And so I think it is a ton of bark. There's not going to be much bite here because ultimately I think that their case, this isn't U.S. law. I'm not an attorney, but I just don't think that their case is going to hold merit to have those kind of fines. I suspect the fines are going to be record fines, still sub $10 billion for these companies.
You said you still own Meta and Alphabet. You did not mention Apple. Have you sold out?
Well, we continue to believe that this is a great company to own. We continue to believe that they are going to do some profound things in AI. And it's just simply a risk reward. And specifically related to the quarter, the March quarter, what really caught my eye last week wasn't everything that was going on with the DOJ, but was Tim Cook's visit to China. Some say it was to prop up some of the sagging iPhone sales. I believe it was to make goodwill of what could happen with TikTok and some of the potential fallout related to geopolitical around that. There's going to be retaliation from China. We're already starting to see some of that. But I think that there is a question that we have just in terms of how this near term plays out. Long term, still very much believe this company has a pole position related to what they're going to do in personalized AI. We're going to hear a lot more on that in June. Just would like to see how this March quarter plays out.
But you sold it? It's not in the fund anymore?
So we have different funds, and it has at different times, it's been in different funds. But currently we do not own it. But we continue to believe strongly and look for opportunities to do just that, to get back involved.
Wait, I'm sorry, you said currently we don't own it? Something was in my ear.
That's correct. We currently do not own this. This
when
is a
did
company
you sell it?
You know, top of my head, I don't remember. We've got multiple funds, and you know, it can move in and out of those funds. So I don't know the exact timing on it, but I can say that this is one we continue to believe in longer term. We're just navigating what's going on with the March quarter and what some of the commentary. I do believe that is kind of, if we look at the picture right now related to this talk about regulation, I think that the conversation is going to quickly shift to what's going on on the March quarter, and with Apple, it's specific to some of the China sales. And so, you know, we want to navigate these the near term.
Where would you buy it?
I think that it's more about just getting past. I think that shares at this level are attractive, but it's more just getting through what I think is going to be a difficult news cycle around Apple on the March quarter and some of their commentary about you know, this year, kind of a weak iPhone cycle. And so for me, it's at this level. I think that it's attractive, but we just look for opportunities after this news is in the stock. So
lower. I'm just wondering how low.
Yeah, it's actually just knowing that we think that there's going to be some concern coming into the March quarter. We think that the stock can go lower, but not significantly lower.